The blossoms of fate. In the flourishing Mughal Empire of the 17th century, Agra was a city of splendor and intrigue. The Emperor Shah Jahan ruled with an artistic vision, adorning his empire with unparalleled beauty. Amid the grandeur of palaces and bustling markets, an ordinary young man named Joheb and a spirited girl named Munia found themselves entangled in an extraordinary love story. Joheb was a skilled calligrapher in the imperial court, celebrated for his precision and artistry. Every day, he worked in the Diwan-i-Khas, the emperor's private audience hall, where his brush transformed words into art. Born into a humble family in Delhi, Joheb had risen through talent and determination, earning a place in the imperial court under the patronage of Dara Shurko, the emperor's enlightened son. Munia, on the other hand, was a flower seller from a village near Agra. She lived a modest life, but her beauty and charm were renowned across the Yamuna River's banks. Her laughter was infectious, her wit sharp, and her heart full of dreams. Every morning, she crossed the river to sell her flowers near the bustling gates of Agra Fort. A fateful encounter. Their paths crossed one spring morning in the shadow of the Taj Mahal, which was under construction at the time. Joheb, taking a rare day off from his work, strolled through the gardens along the Yamuna. As he admired the serene landscape, his gaze fell upon Munia, arranging her flowers by the riverbank. Intrigued, Joheb approached her and bought a garland of jasmine. As he handed her a coin, Munia cheekily remarked, "A garland for a poet, perhaps?" "Not a poet," Joheb replied with a smile, "but I write words that dance like poetry." From that moment, their conversations became a daily ritual. Joheb would seek her out before heading to the court, and Munia, in turn, began saving her finest blooms for him. Love amid intrigue. Their love blossomed like the flowers Munia sold, but the Mughal court was no place for a carefree romance. The empire's politics were treacherous, filled with alliances and rivalries. Joheb, as a court calligrapher, was privy to secrets that could turn the tides of power. One day, Dara Shurko summoned Joheb to create an illuminated manuscript of the Upanishads, a task symbolizing the prince's vision of unity between religions. Joheb, proud to serve such a noble cause, poured his heart into the work. Yet, this task brought him closer to the court's dangerous power struggles, where Dara's liberal views clashed with the ambitions of his orthodox brother Aurangzeb. Unaware of these complexities, Munia waited for Joheb by the river each day. When he told her of the manuscript he was creating, she listened with wide-eyed wonder. "You write for peace, and I sell flowers for love," she said. "Perhaps the world could use more of both." A forbidden affair. Their love story took a dramatic turn when a nobleman, Nawab Idris, noticed Munia while passing through the market. Enamored by her beauty, he declared his intention to take her as his concubine. Munia's defiance only fueled his obsession. Terrified, Munia sought refuge with Joheb, who vowed to protect her. He knew, however, that challenging a powerful nobleman was perilous. With the help of Dara Shurko, Joheb devised a plan to present Munia as a court artist specializing in floral arrangements, thus elevating her status and shielding her from Idris. Dara, impressed by Munia's resilience and Joheb's love for her, agreed to help. Munia's artistic skills and natural charm quickly earned her a place in the imperial harem's gardens, where she created intricate floral displays for the empress. The shadows of war. As their lives found a semblance of stability, the Mughal Empire plunged into turmoil. Aurangzeb launched a rebellion against Dara Shurko, culminating in the brutal War of Succession. Joheb, loyal to Dara, was forced to choose between fleeing with Munia or staying to support the prince. Munia, ever practical, insisted they leave. "Your words and my flowers cannot thrive in a battlefield," she said. "We must go where love can grow." Reluctantly, Joheb agreed. Under the cover of darkness, they fled Agra and sought refuge in the lush valleys of Kashmir, a region Dara had once described as paradise on earth. A new beginning. In Kashmir, Joheb and Munia began a new life. Joheb continued his calligraphy, creating works of art for local patrons, while Munia cultivated a thriving garden of rare flowers. Together, they built a modest yet beautiful home, where their love flourished far from the intrigues of the Mughal court. Occasionally, News of the empire reached them. Darashikowa's defeat and execution filled Joheb with sorrow, but Munia reminded him that their escape was a testament to the power of love over ambition. One evening, as they sat by the Dal Lake, Joheb handed Munia a parchment. On it, he had written a poem in Persian. In a world of empires and crowns, our love blooms where no power drowns. No court, no king, no rebel sword can sever hearts that love has restored. Legacy of love. Years later, Joheb and Munia's story became a legend among the villagers of Kashmir. A tale of love that triumphed over adversity, set against the backdrop of one of history's grandest empires. Their modest home became a sanctuary for artists and dreamers, and Munia's garden inspired generations of poets. Joheb's calligraphy adorned many mosques and shrines in the valley, each piece carrying a subtle tribute to the woman who had been his muse. Though the Mughal Empire eventually faded, the love of Joheb and Munia endured in the memories of those who told their story, a reminder that even in the shadows of great empires, the human heart finds its way to bloom.